Foreign Affairs Minister Bob Carr has hit back at Lindsay Tanner's scathing assessment of the Labor Party. The former Finance Minister says Labor has lost its way and should never have deposed Kevin Rudd as Prime Minister.
Speaking from New York, Senator Carr said he's sick of hearing everyone's opinion of the Labor Party, but Mr Tanner says the party needs a serious debate about its future.
I worry that Labor, like other social democratic and Labor parties in other parts of the world, has become increasingly a reactive party that is being hollowed out. And whereas in the past, the big reform agendas in Australian politics were incubated within the Labor Party and the Labor movement, the trade union movement, the party itself, with allies from outside, things like Medibank, Medicare, the Schools Commission, the Republic, the Accord, occupational superannuation, in the modern era, that's not happening within the Labor Party. Labor governments are still doing good things, still doing big things, but increasingly in response to external pressures. And so the Labor Party itself has ceased to become a proactive political force. That, I think, is a very big worry, but it's reflecting a wider global trend.
Lindsay Tanner there, our political reporter Nick Dole joins us now from Parliament House. And Nick, not surprisingly, a lot of Lindsay Tanner's former colleagues are taking a starkly different view.
That's right. The Foreign Minister, Bob Carr, has done a media conference in New York this morning. He says it's become far too easy to criticise the Labor Party. Lindsay Tanner has reflected on the way that Kevin Rudd was deposed, saying it was poll-driven panic and that the government was by no means as dysfunctional as some senior government ministers said it was. And he also says that now Labor has lost its purpose. It's never recovered from that decision to oust Kevin Rudd, and that it's motivated by political expediency. But the Prime Minister certainly disagreed with that when she gave a media conference this morning, and she was followed by Bob Carr, as I said. He says that, bookshops these days are full of critiques about what's wrong with Labor, and he's pretty sick of hearing people's opinions on it. Let's have a listen to the Foreign Minister.
We've heard endlessly, it'd be so easy, if I were in retirement, if I hadn't taken on this job, it would have been a pushover to have polished off another book, number 20, on what's wrong with the Labor Party. It's too easy. And I'm sure there's terrific analysis in Lindsay's book because Lindsay is very brainy. But it's got a bit too easy to write another book spelling out what's wrong with the battered old Australian Labor Party.